Hello, it is the 18th of January 2025 at 7:14 p.m. I'm on a website, boatloadpuzzles. Basically it's crosser puzzles, pretty simple. Now, it gives you, this is my high score, 2,979. It works at speed, so as soon as you start, you get a score. If you put an incorrect input, it will minus from your score, and also it's timed, so the longer you take, the lower your score is. Now, I do apologise about yesterday for a couple of reasons. One, I did record about an hour and a half of footage, and some people have been complaining that my videos are a bit too long. The reasoning behind that was because the computer I'm using is a Lenova Ideapad 5. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM with a maximum of 16 gigabytes that I can put in there if the RAM wasn't actually soldered in to the motherboard, which I think is terrible. And I also did a little bit of research, and I did find out that a lot of the major laptop manufacturers are actually doing that now. They're basically soldering in the components, which is terrible. So if you're looking to buy a new laptop, I would research to see if they actually do that, because one thing I do like about computers, when I used to build them in the day, as it were, is that you can upgrade. For instance, when I used to build people computers, I used to get the best motherboard that I could, but the CPU I used to get a couple of steps down, because at the point the motherboards were cheap. I think that may still stand, but it's the CPUs that cost you the money. And so what I used to do is find a motherboard that has a chipset with a varied amount of available CPUs that it could use. And so I used to give them that in the mid-range one, so it would be fast enough. I used to give them half the amount of RAM that the motherboard could take, and thus wise I could give them a computer that works within their price range, but with upgradable capabilities. And then it usually takes about 3 or 4 years or thereabouts, and then they start saying, oh, it's slowing down. So then I'd upgrade the CPU and the RAM, and it's basically like having a brand new computer for next to nothing. Because the way that computers run is that something that's brand spanking now, within like 2 to 3 years, if not less, never mind 5, the value of the components drop like a rock. It's crazy. So another thing about Lenovo laptops I found personally, and I went through myself, is the bezel, the hinge that attaches the body of the computer to the monitor screen. Is the hinges and screws are metal, but the bezel itself is plastic. And in my experience, the one I have anyway, and I went to the shop and found out it's still a thing, they're pretty stiff to move. And so that puts strain on the hinges, and there's no other backup. And so after a couple of few years, the hinges break, bezels break, and you end up with a screen that's not connected to the rest of the computer. From what research I've done, there is a class action lawsuit. Please do research in case I'm wrong. But from the research that I've done, it keeps coming back to Lenovo knows this is an issue, but they won't address it. And so I would say, although Lenovo is a price capable, as in cheapish laptop, and it kind of does what it needs to do. I've had this with the laptop I had before broke. I needed one, and I didn't have the money to buy something decent, so I just went ahead and grabbed this one, and it's doing its job. It's slow. I mean, it runs, but for instance, as so the research that I've done, like that's one reason why I'm like playing the chess and going to different websites and stuff. When I'm running OBS, I've got to kind of tweak the settings within Windows and within OBS in order to make sure that it doesn't lag. And one of the things is that it's, although it's capable for 16 gigabytes of RAM, they just basically soldered 8 gigabytes of RAM in there, and there's nothing I can do to improve, which is very annoying as far as I'm concerned. It's like, I don't know, something that I think BMW, if Mercedes, or one of the big German companies, what they did with the new electric vehicles is that you have to pay a subscription in order to get the car to do what it's meant to do. If you don't pay the subscription, they basically brick it, which means you're basically driving a Pinto or a smart car, and after paying the price of a luxury vehicle. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So, yeah, and so the main reason for doing what I'm doing is really for my own personal tracking, because I had an incident about 1.5 2 years ago. This kind of messed me up and made it so I can't concentrate. I'm in a continual fog and other stuff, but that's not really interesting for anyone watching this, and I know it already, so there's no point in me going on about it. But this is kind of, I'm trying to get back into where I was before, because at the moment I've become dumb. So there we go. Right, thank you for the whatever and stuff like that. Oh, I don't know, I'm thanking myself because nobody watches these videos. 19th letter, that would be S, if I'm not mistaken. There we go, right now, and then the counter starts. Okay, to and fro. Dozed, slept on, I guess. CP, oh, right, EPT. Brother Sib is a sis. Edge is rim, presumably. Copiers need will be paper, no toner then. Come before, proceed. CEDE. Mistreat is, see what the station, no, that'd be STA. And then tennis stroke would be a lob. Count would be don't know. Mexican coins would be peso. Orchard members would be trees. Okay, speedy cat, don't know. Cheetah probably. Mumbai dress would be sari. Okay, metered vehicle would be a cab, I guess. Polar site, don't know. Okay, carry, don't know. Works on a tan, no idea. Symposium, don't know. Schvelt, I don't know. Preceding nights, eaves. Bind tie. Stop, don't know. And then blackboard cleaner, eraser. A la carte, CARTE. Honolulu grating would be aloha, aloha. Doorway, don't know. Fatigue, tire. Okay, behold, see. Knockout count, a TKO, I guess, nope, 10. Cheer sound, nope. Nope, okay. Woolly mama would be a U. Bear's hideaway would be a den. Mistreat would be abuse. Feet part would be toes. No, it wouldn't. Simpsons bartender would be Mo. Quote would be seat? No. Evaluate again would be reassess. Land measure would be acres. More faithful would be, don't know. George Harrison, Beetle. Prisoner would be inmate. Unsophisticated, I don't know. Naive, probably. I'll try that. Okay, NAIVE, yep. Peaceful protest, sit-in. Fine wool. Cashmere. Didn't Led Zeppelin do a song called Cashmere? Deficiency would be need. Mont Blanc would be an Alp. Also a decent pen. Mr. Claus would be Santa. Hen's perch, would be a roost. Mixed would be stirred. Trio number would be 3. Go wrong would be air. Impress would be ore. Corroded would be eaten. Seeded bread would be rye. Oh, hang on. Barnyard fowl would be a hen. Costed nothing would be free. Egg dish would be omelette. Count would be enumerate. Speedy cat would be cheetah, I was right. Pallasite would be ice. Well, it's not just pallasite, it's anywhere that's cold. Carry would be transport. Works on a farm would be works on a tan. Sons. Okay, symposium, seminar. Puzzle complete. So high score 2,979. Score today was 2,398. Now what I'm going to do, again, this is a test of my computer and the software. Right, let's go. I'm putting up OBS now. Still 60 frames per second. CPU is still 4.5. Right, let's go ahead and do Jelly Crosser Puzzle. Now I used to do the Ella Crosser Puzzle here, but it has like a huge ad that runs in the beginning. So I've done this one already, so I'll go here to settings. I'll go to the 2nd of January because I didn't do that one yet. And then if, just so you know, anything that has a gold circle around it has been completed. Anything that has a greyed out circle has not been done yet. Okay, right, canine cry. I'm thinking half, but maybe not. The first thing I'll do is go ahead and click auto check. So it'll show me if Justice Department, FBI. Nope. Okay. I think it's going to end in A, isn't it? Nope. And an I, no. And O. Right, that's just me being stupid, okay. 2016 Olympic City, I've no idea. Okay. What's this? Gorman's Online Journal, no idea. Spec would be a dot or I'll guess, there we go. Per pint would be ale, presumably. Ditto would be ditto, that's also, isn't it? Nope. Okay. Forearm bone, ulnar. Don't know where I got that from. Snaky fish would be an eel. Be sick would be ill. Nope. Okay. Vanessa Williams film, no idea. Let's go ahead and get some of these across this done. Provider of free groceries. No idea. Okay, Fawn's mum would be a doe. Gnome resident. No idea. English Cathedral City. No idea. 3-letter city. Follow. Nope. Okay, gear teeth. Cogs? No? Yeah. But cogs aren't teeth, from my knowledge anyway. Avid. Don't know. Last. Abbreviation. No idea. That'd be a lay, because Hawaii, isn't it? What do we have here? Cover, lid, and then what's this one? Poseidon's realm, that would be the sea. Okay. And then what's this one? This is... Oh, be sick to ale. Okay. Have we done this one already? Bracelet site, that would be wrist, wouldn't it? Oh, no. Well, I was wrong about that. So things that have happened. Physically, I'm in pain all the time. The doctor calls it chronic pain syndrome. I don't know who that is. Psychologically, I find it hard to talk. I don't sleep. Nuanced, don't know. I find it hard to concentrate. I kind of don't remember stuff. It's all basically I'm an NPC. LQ bridge, and that kind of makes sense, but I don't know how, because I have total control of myself. I'm not here. Conducted, led, presumably. I don't know who Justice Antonion is. Des Moines, that's in Iowa, or I think. Summary subject. Religion, is it? REL. Stranded during a blizzard. Isolated, presumably. Nope. And then, presumably, ice something. Stranded ice. TV alien. Alf, isn't it? Not kosher. I don't know. Indian flatbread, that would be naan. It's not. It's not going to be pizza, is it? No, because then it wouldn't be Indian, would it? Envelope abbreviation. Don't know. Twain hero, that would be Twain hero, that'd be Mark Twain. And that would be... You see, that's what I'm saying, I should know this. And he's talking about the guy that, the kid that convinced somebody else to paint a fence, and then he got on a raft with a friend of his and everyone thought he was dead, and then he went to his own funeral and can't think of his name. And it's not that, Getz, Stan Getz. Yep, there we go. Jazz man. EMTs. Oh no. DRS. I don't know. Okay. French ascent. No idea. Insult slangly. No idea. Wilder's town. No idea. Okay, sprite, that'd be an elf. Justice, no idea. Last, don't know. Follow, don't know. Vanessa Williamson, I'm in pain right now. Hybrid fruit. Como está, there we go. Why I couldn't think of that. So I'm having a bit of a day today. Seemingly, anyway. Unpaid bills would be debts, presumably. And what do we have here? Funny person. Don't know. Clown. Eats for parakeets. No idea. Genetic letters, that's DNA. I mean RNA then, doesn't it? Wildest town, don't know. Singer Braxton Tina. I think, no, I was wrong then. Tony then. Tony with a, no. Tony with an I. French accent, I don't speak French, so I don't know. And what's this? Eats for parakeets, so... Oh, is it? No, that's going to be a vowel, so I'm going to cheat. Yeah, I'm in pain. I'm feeling kind of grumpy. Like a clot, is it? Nope. When I was in a hospital, they had me on drugs and I felt amazing. And I found something out. Pain is it makes you, it kind of, imagine you have a straight road and you can see where you are and you can also see where you have to go. That is without pain. And if you've got pain, then you put a forest in the middle of it. Campus Military Group. I have no idea. Movie promo. That would be, I should know this. I don't know. And Avid. Clear. No. Okay. LQ Bridge. I don't know what that means. Lesbian Queer Bridge? I have no idea. Nuanced. No idea. Provider of free groceries. I don't know. Canine cry off. It's not really a cry, really. Dalai Lama. Sultry home. Sultry. That'd be like a old house or something. American Justice Department? No, I don't know. Because, as you probably guess, I'm in America right now. Rio. Okay. Gorman's online journal. Food something? Food blog? File sticker labels. BER, there we go. Director Duvernay, I don't know. Bards River, that'd be Avon. And that's presumably good something. No. Food. Provider free grocery. Food. It's going to be a vowel, right? So. Bins? No. Food. Oh, I'm going to be stupid here. Food bank. There we go. Yeah, I'm ankle. There we go. So basically, I'm an analyst of myself. It's as if, as well as going through it, I'm actually analysing it as if I'm a scientist that has had the capability of entering into somebody's, existence. And it sounds kind of weird, but it's not as weird as it sounds. It's just a way of English Cathedral City. That's going to be abbreviation, it must be, unless it's, I don't know. Home resident. Oh, that's Alaska, isn't it? Kan. That's going to be subtle, nuanced. And so, ditto, same. Okay. LQ Bridge. Oh, LMNOP. That was avid, would be eager. What do we have down here? Louisiana symbol. You see, that's what I'm saying, is I find sometimes funny person that I can't talk. Is it? That's going to be a vowel. I'm going to cheat. A-E-I. Bird food. There we go. Jazzy James. Don't know. I should know because it's saying in my head. Oh, it's some insult slangly diss. Wildest town. Wilder's something town. That's presumably food, and I'm thinking that that's the theme. Is food. Feign singing. No idea. Follow. Escape? No, that's going to be a vowel then, is it? Hybrid fruit. Don't know. Last. Don't know. Justice Antonia. No idea. Sounds Italian. The funny person would be a riot then, isn't it? And what do we have with the movie promo? Yep, so the thing is, though, it's not as if it was a Twain hero. Oh, come on, then. I mean, Twain hero, that would be the... come on, what? I can't think. Not kosher, if you're... And again, I can't think, and I should know all this, but I don't. Indian flatbread, it's not naan, so I don't know what that is. Envelope abbreviation. Address, ADDR? No. It's A something. And I forget things as I've just said them and stuff. And I feel as if I'm a hypochondriac uncle. That would be... oh, come on. Can't think. It's just not coming to my head. Sultry home. And sometimes I'm clear. 401k relatives. IRA, so Argus. Which is kind of funny because people from my country thought that because the Americans put money into IRA, they thought they were actually sponsoring the Irish Republican Army. Lapel jewellery. Well, that's a brooch or something, isn't it? Professional group. Professional as a group. No idea. Peter Pan dog. No, who was it? Should know that. It's the same letter, I'm sure it is. It's like Mama or Papa or something like that, but it's not. Composer Sate, that's Eric. If you haven't heard of Eric Sate, in fact, let me go ahead and pull him up. He was a composer from, I think, from the year 1866 was when he was born. But he, I'll pull up the Wikipedia and then you can have a read, and then do the whole thing and pause it if you wish. So that's Eric Sato, right? He was a composer, and he did really haunting pieces of music. And so let's go ahead and move this up so you can see the rest of it. And he wasn't, from what I understand, he wasn't really acknowledged. So he wasn't like the Mozarts and Beethovens and Debussy and that kind of stuff. He was seen. He did his stuff and he did a heck of a lot of stuff. And I'm not reading any of this. I'm just letting, if you again, if you wanted to stop it and read it yourself, go ahead. And he did this stuff and it's really haunting. And yep. And his work, as it says there, gymnopediste, whatever that is, how it's pronounced. But he did a bunch of stuff and he's famous for. And it's very haunting. It's very sad, but lonely sad. It's like is one of the things you probably recognise. But he, the stuff that he did was amazing. It's so haunting and ahead of its time. Again, he was in like the 1800s. And okay, there we go. It wasn't until 1911, when he was in his mid-40s, that Satay came to the notice of the musical public in general. And then we can look at the last years here. And again, I'm not reading this, I'm just scrolling it so you can freeze it and read it yourself if you want to. Save you actually going to the Wikipedia site. Okay. Oh, it says he was a heavy drinker. 1925, his health collapsed. Taken to the hospital. Diagnosis of cirrhosis of the liver. My goodness. Died at the age of 59. Right, so let's have a look at his works. Okay. So, and then we have his writings. So I've taken a couple of, because I don't have health insurance anymore. That's something about this country, is if you don't have a job, you don't have health insurance. And if you don't have health insurance, you're screwed. And so I'm kind of in a bit of a, I won't say I'm in a bind per se. I mean, I kind of am, but I don't want to say that because I'm not going to say, oh, give me money, because that's not the kind of person I am. You have to treat life like an adventure. If you treat it like a nightmare, it becomes a nightmare. And the way I'm thinking is I'm still alive. And so, I'm here for a reason. There's something going on. So, yeah. Something dark side. Anyway. And that's it. There you go. That's Eric Satay. So, yeah, look him up. There's videos on YouTube if you want to hear some of his work. Right, so what do we have here? And, okay, this is Louisiana. I was going to say Cincinnati. Pell, something or other. So what was I? I don't know. Uncle Rio? It's not Rio. I know. I've forgotten what it is. But as I say, some days I'm pretty good, but today it looks like I'm not pretty good. English Cathedral City. No idea. Follow. I don't know. Sultry Home. Don't know. That's going to be a vowel, presumably. Professional Group. Association. No. ASSN. ASSN. So yeah, my mind's getting it's a bit foggy today. And my body hurts. Lapel jewelry. So I took some painkillers, over-the-counter ibuprofen, and then these Tylenol as well. Lapel jewelry. Don't know. Follow. But I don't know if I mentioned it, but it was like a switch flicking. I didn't have any of this before I went to the hospital. And then when I was in the... Okay, Vanessa Williams. Something food. Soul food? Okay. And by the time they finished with me, I was in this condition. Last ult, as in the ultimate blah blah blah. And yep, and it just comes and goes. Hybrid fruit. Ugly? Nah. Probably with an I then, isn't it? Yep. And then who's this? Scalia. And the thing is, okay, Justice Antonin Scalia. I'm not going to remember that. Okay, and that would be in Sewell, well, I guess. And that would be English Cathedral, I don't know. EL something. No idea. Lapel jewelry. No idea. Sultry Home. No idea. Feign singing. Mimic? Nope. Don't know. That's probably going to be an INC. That's going to be a vowel. I'll do the cheat thing. I don't know if it's this already. I-O and then U. No, it's not a vowel. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good. I'm buying another guitar tomorrow. Feign singing. That's in sync or something. What do you do when you lip sync? There we go. And then I'm going to get another guitar because I'm stupid. Pins. And what's this one then? Sultry Home. Sultry. Isn't sultry like sexy and stuff? Like a sultry old lady. Sultry. A sultry late summer. Of the air of weather, hot and humid, suggesting and expressing a passionate or strong sexual nature of attraction, yeah. So it'd be a whorehouse. So, don't know what that is. No, okay, A-N-A. Peter Pan. Nana, there we go. I knew it was either Mama Papa or something. What? Sultry Home is a Lena. Okay, that's what... Okay. Lena. God almighty. Okay, Lena, building brains. Language environmental analysis, that's not it. Meaning of Lena. Lena is a female given name, light, bright and shining. What's that to do with the whorehouse? Okay, so where was I? What's this one? Justice Department Agency. The Justice Department Agency. The American Legal Foundation. The American Justice Foundation. Right, I feel... here we go. Looking at 38 frames per second at 28% CPU usage. As I said, something that I kind of realised is I've only got 8 gigabytes of RAM. RAM is kind of the workspace of the computer. So when the functions are being brought in, the CPU goes like, okay, I put this on my desk as I put this in RAM while I'm sorting out where it's going. Also, as I'm sorting out the tasks I'm working on. And because I've only got 8 gigabytes of one, it's looking because the more escape off the system. Okay, equal to 1. I'm sorry. Okay, so what we're doing here? I'll go in Spanish. There we go. Also, you've got to open no. Okay, so I'm handing the also taking it more. I can't afford it though. Movie promo, that would be a... Because when you go to the movies, it's the thing they have at the beginning. Precursor or something. Okay, Louisiana symbol. The same. Bloody stupid. Whatever. I've got to find out what it is. Not kosher. I don't know. Twain Hero. What's the name of his books? T. Jazzy James. I think it starts with an E, but I could be wrong. Yep. Because I saw this before yesterday and I can't remember it. Campus Military Group, I don't know. Right, here we go. So I'm basically near the end. French Ascent OUI. OUI, that's right. And then which means the Our Town. Wild as Our Town. No idea. A book or a poem, presumably. Okay, so this is Louisiana symbol. Pelican. There we go, now I know. and then trailer. You see, why can't, that's simple. Why okay, there we go. I honestly don't know the campus military group. Not kosher. Okay, what do we have here? Indian flatbread, I don't know. Envelope abbreviation. Don't know. Okay, we've got a C at the end here, so campus military group, don't know. Jazzy James. It's got an I in there, I think, somewhere, doesn't it? Nope. An R, maybe. Oh, hello. No, then I don't know. Okay. Twain hero. Come on. Mark Twain. No, I can't. It's not Gulliver's Travels. Envelope abbreviation. Indian flatbread. Okay, let's do the Indian flatbread then. Indian. Oh, hang on. Flatbread. So now I know that the one reason that I'm lagging, because again I've gone ROTI, R-O-T-I, would never have guessed. Now I have realised that one reason could be that it's my RAM. In fact, let's go ahead and let's open up Task Manager and get a performance. Memory. So that's the RAM, isn't it? 78% memory. So what am I? The GPU is at 82%. So how do I increase? Because if I remember rightly, there's a way of increasing, of using, it's using the RAM, isn't it? Using the available RAM to aid the GPU. I have to do some research on how to give the GPU some kind of package, but seeing as I'm running at 77% of my memory, that's not going to help. But GPU is running at 93% at the moment. So yeah, so I must have a very weak GPU, because all I'm doing is running I'm running OBS, and I'm running I've got a YouTube video halted, paused, so that's doing nothing, and then I've got the daily crossword online puzzle, which is a basic. It doesn't even, it's not even like Counter-Strike or Fortnite or something. It's not running anything in the background, so I couldn't even do Counter-Strike or Fortnite on this. Wi-Fi is bouncing all over the place as well. But basically the GPU is at 85% now. Wow, okay. So what do we have? Envelope abbreviation, I don't know. Campus military group, no idea. Okay, Jazzy James. Etna? No. I don't know. Jazzy James. Twain hero. No idea. Not kosher. So what not kosher is? S-H-E-R. Okay, now you see this where it says AI overview. If then I do click space -sign AI and then do it again, it's not there anymore. It's not there anymore. Because again, I don't mind AI, but it's being used for TREIFE, TREIF. Okay, that's not going to work. It's a 4-letter word. Okay, see if TR. Okay, there we go. Now, Finn. Why didn't I know that? Finn. And now I don't know. I know that, but I don't know his first name. Bollocks. Okay. Ether. Nope. Envelope abbreviation. Attention. Oh, ETA. That took me 27 minutes. Yesterday I did the same and it took me 17. Which means my brain's not as active as it was yesterday. Finn, what's his name? So I'm going to call it Twain Finn. Okay, Twain Finn minus AI. My thing is, as far as technology, if it's there to kind of like help people, then okay, well and good. If it's there just to be selfish and greedy, then that's wrong. Huckleberry Finn. Huckleberry Finn. I read the book, I know the stories. Huckleberry Finn. Mark Twain. Mark Twain gets his name because on the river with the big paddle boats and stuff, when you're coming across places where you know that is known for sandbanks, you throw a weight with a piece of rope attached to it at the front of the ship, the bow I think they call it, and there's marks on the rope, and Mark Twain, if I remember rightly, means it's safe, and so they'd yell it out, they'd throw it out and go Mark Twain, which would mean that the okay, so Mark Twain, okay, oh god damn. Right, let's have a look here what we're doing here. So OBS, I'm looking at 4.737, so that's okay. CPU is 4%. Under my performance, I'm looking at, again, I'm in the 80s and 90s as far as GPU. CPU is 11% and memory is 81%. So I need more RAM and a better GPU. And then, okay, so we do this. Origin of Mark Twain. Origin of Mark Twain. Okay. Referred to steamboating days when the measure of the depth of the water was expressed with a criminal square Mark Twain, meaning 2 fathoms or 12 feet. So there we go. And if I'm not mistaken, that was kind of the safe distance that the boat could use. So there we go. Now, what I'm going to do is go to chess.com, because although it's kind of lagging, this is the third website I'm going to. Which means the computer's going to handle. Hang on, play. Right, it's lagging terribly. And then up to play. Oh, it's going home, bollocks. Right. Yeah, this is lagging. You probably can't see this because it's probably been processed already. So we've got to play. And quickly go to. No, it's not doing it. Oh, no, it's not doing it. Yep. Play. Click. And then, yep. See how long this takes to settle down. And search for somebody's found somebody there from, I don't know. Let's have a look here. Guam. There we go. Right, let's do the standard king pawn. And then we'll do the protecting of the pawning while threatening the other pawn. Which kind of you think of it stupid. There we go. So why you did that, I don't know. Because then I can just go ahead and take your pawn. Aha. Right now. So let's go ahead and protect it. Okay. Oh, really? You're really after my my GG. Right, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, well, go ahead and take the bishop. I don't understand what they're trying to do. Because now they've lost a bishop and they have the... okay, now what's over here? So I want to protect that one, so I'll go ahead and protect it with the queen. And then I'm going to move my pawn from d3 up to d5. Ah, so that's taken. Okay, so what can I do with this then? Can do that. Okay, right, I'm going to move my other knight out. So again, if your knight takes my pawn, I take your knight with my pawn. There we go. So we're pulling out the other knight. It's not really a threat at the moment. So now I'm threatening the queen. Okay. So presumably they were wanting to move the knight to c5, which means you have the queen, the knight, and both knights threatening that. Okay. Okay, now you're going to go there. Okay. So in that case, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my queen out of the way, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to threaten the queen by moving d3 to d4. I'm still protecting that pawn if they do move the knight from d7 to c5. But then what I'm going to do is, there we go, so you're castling. So I'm going to move my pawn up one. And hopefully, because I didn't move the bishop, you don't see that I'm threatening your queen. That you think I'm just kind of doing something to advance the pawn. What else I'm doing? Let's have a look at my specs right now. So I'm looking at around between 30 and 60 frames per second at CPU usage of 2.7, and that is on the OBS reading. As far as Task Manager, my GPU is still at 84%, and my memory is 72%, so it's basically the same. But again, CPU is down, it's like 11%, it's crazy. There must be a way of, because when I built computers before, you had to actually get, it had like an onboard, okay, there we go, onboard GPU, but you'd have, if you wanted to get like a better graphic, you'd buy better graphic processing, you'd buy a separate separate GPU. card. And where was I going with that? I can't remember. Okay. There was something about something, but I've forgotten. Anyway, let's see what they're going to do next. So, depending what they do with the queen. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I thought they'd do that. Okay. So that pawn is threatened. There's nothing covering it. And also, that pawn, they can come straight down and take the pawn and threaten the castle. So I want to be able to cover both of them. So if I move my queen, okay, so if I move my queen here, in fact, if I move my bishop here, and I'm protecting both those pawns. Oh, I just saw, no, yeah, I just saw something I could do. I can move my knight from G5 and to F7, and that will threaten both the castles. So I'll go ahead and do that. Depending on what they do anyway. Ah. They probably saw the same thing right now. Okay. Let's move this pawn up here. I should stop threatening the queen. Because what I'm trying to do is attack other pieces. Okay. Right, I kind of thought they'd do that. I can move here, still threatening the castle. And there's nothing they can do. They can move the castle, but it doesn't threaten the knight. Then I can go ahead and move my pawn up to threaten the queen. Hang on, let's have a look. I'm lagging right now, so let's have a look at what OBS is doing. Oh, hang on. There we go. We're looking at 2.6 CPU usage, and we're looking at about 5 frames a second. Okay. And we're still looking at 88% GPU and 76% RAM. Right, so now we're down here. Oh, so you're after this. So let's have a look here. So if I go there, it's taken. If I go there, it's taken. I've taken by the knight, then I take the knight, then you take the pawn, I take the bishop. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do this. So if you take the knight, I take it with the pawn, take the queen. There we go, so we do that, then I go ahead and take this for this. And then if you take the pawn with the queen, I've got it with the bishop. And there's nothing the queen can do down the white diagonal. Let's do in the right white diagonal. Gone, gone, gone. Left diagonal, gone. Not gone, yep, gone. 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 Okay. Oh man, I'm in pain, it's terrible. But, you know, it's just, I'm not complaining, I'm just stating facts. It's just, and it's tiring, that's the thing. Right, so you're moving that out the way so it's not being threatened, I see what you're doing. But now you've got the queen. Okay, so I've got to be able to go ahead and... Okay, so if you take that, I can take with the bishop, you take with the queen. Right, what am I doing here? I'm going to go ahead and threaten this pawn. Ah, so if you move the knight... If you move the knight... Oh, I'll take it with the bishop, I don't care. There we go. And then you steal the bishop with the queen. I've got rid of the knight. So... Oh no, there's nothing covering it. Okay, and then I go ahead and... Okay, the only thing you can do is either move the king or take the pawn. Right, so take the pawn, then I go ahead and put you in check. Right, if you take that pawn, I can cover it with the, what they call it now. If you take the pawn, okay, so I'm going to take the castle, then if they take the pawn, put me in check, I can cover it with the bishop. Right, there's nothing you can do other than move the king, then I go ahead and take the castle. Then there's nothing you can do to threaten me. That doesn't mean that the only thing they can do to threaten me is with a queen. Okay, there we go. And then I go ahead and put this here. Presumably you can go ahead and steal the pawn at c2, but if you do that, no worries, I can just go ahead and steal the pawn at, where is it, a7. In fact, what I'm going to do next is I'm probably going to move my queen to a2. If you take the pawn at g2, I just move the castle to, there we go. Okay, take the pawn. I can move the queen here. Move the queen to d5. If I move the castle from a1 to a7, there we go. Okay, that's that. Then I go ahead and move that to a7. Okay. Okay, so you put me in check that way. No worries, I'll just go ahead and move my castle here to block that. So we're kind of matching. They have two more pawns. We both have... Oh, I've got more castles than they have. I've got two castles, so that's cool. Right, do you know what I can do? Oh no, I can't do that. If I move my queen to c4, it's gone. But then I can just take it with that. Yeah, see what happens. Don't want to do that. Stupid. And there we go. In the queenage. Ah, bollocks. I'll do that anyway. Bollocks. And then you're going to take the pawn at B2, right? Okay, I'll put you in check. And then what you're going to do, here we go, you've done that. I'll go ahead and take it anyway. Okay. And I'll go do a queen swap. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just moved the queen. There we go. But then I can move to here. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I keep pressing. Again, that's one thing about this. It's got come on. Oh, bollocks. That's why. Come on. What am I doing here? Okay. So... I'm going to do a queen swap again. And there's nothing you can do to threaten my... Oh, yes, it can. There we go. And then I'll just go ahead and do this. And again, that's going to be a straight queen swap. And I still have the F column under my control, which means what I can do is in the next move I can move my queen up to take the bishop, and you'd have to move the king. There we go. Boom. You have to move it to there. Bollocks. Okay. Okay, I'll do a queen swap again. Oh, I'll put you in check. Also, I didn't see that. Okay, so just annihilation. There we go, perfect. Good game. Many thanks. Have a great day. Many thanks. Please have a great day. There we go. So that's a nice game. I enjoyed it. So let's have a recap of what we've learned today. Lenovo seems like it's what Dell and Compaq used to be in the day, where it's basically you got what you pay for, and there's nothing you can do to upgrade. That Lenovo is also what's that phrase I couldn't think of earlier? Planned obsolescence. There we go. I knew it was there somewhere. To where with the way the screen is attached to the body, it's done in a way that eventually what will happen is the screen will come off the body, and they know about this as a fault, but they won't do anything about it because as far as they're concerned, it's cheap enough that if you break the thing, you might as well go ahead and buy another one. That Lenovo and other laptop manufacturers have got in the habit of welding or soldering. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Components into the motherboard, which prevents upgrading. Which again, if this was a laptop that could only take 8 gigabytes of RAM, okay, well and good, but no, it can take 16 gigabytes. But because I've welded in the 8 gigabyte chip, you're screwed, and it's really annoying that they're doing that on purpose. Okay, that I changed the settings in Windows and OBS in order to utilize the GPU. Has reduced lagging. Lagging will now occur when I'm changing websites, because that's the because I've only got 8 gigabytes of RAM, that's maxing out again. But at the moment, as I say, CPU usage is about between 2 and 4% and 60 frames a second. Memory still at 78%, and GPU is at 91%. Now what I'll do is I'll keep OBS running, but I will shut down my internet. So have a look what we have here. Okay, CPU hasn't changed. Memory is 51%. GPU has dropped down to 20%. So although OBS is still recording, the internet is a thing that sucks up the GPU usage. So let's go ahead and open myself a window. Okay, and let's have a look at my task manager. Okay, it's jumped up to about 35%. Let's go ahead and open a website. I'm trying to think of something dedicated. Trying to think. Now, the New York Times, why not that? I'm trying to find something that doesn't have tons of ads running in the background. Okay, oh, in fact, no, if I remember rightly, New York Times is having a bit of a kerfuffle with the creators of Wordle and other stuff, but I'll go ahead and see what's happened. We've updated our terms. We encourage you to review. In that case, I'm not touching it. Okay, because New York Times is being a bit of a douche. Trying to think. Okay, let's do. Because they'll have. Okay, let's just do chess.com again. Because that doesn't seem to have too many ads. Okay, let's have a look at what we have here. GPU is about 50%. Memory is about 72%. So the GPU isn't being used as much as it was, which might indicate that although I'd closed previous websites, it was still running stuff into the background, and by me closing my browser, that kind of refreshed and shut everything down. So let's have a go. Okay, and we're looking at GPU is 95%, so throw that one out the window. Right, hang on. Oh, sorry, hit play. I forgot to do that. Oh, I have somebody from America. Right, there go first. All right, king pawn opening. Oh, they're going to queen. Okay, there we go. And the bishop. Okay, and then do a queen swap. I don't think they were expecting that. They could have taken my castle, you know. My castle at HA was okay. Let's do this and take that, and then they're opening the castle. I'd do it anyway. I don't care. Nope, I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to get rid of this pawn. So they're going to bring out the bishop of the castle. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so they're doing that, so they do that's gone, so I'll go ahead and take that. Okay, then I'll go ahead and take this anyway. I know they're threatening that pawn there, but if they take it, that's not an issue. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to go ahead and move my knight to here. So if they do take this, there we go. What I did was wrong or incorrect. I need to cover that. Oh, I'm covering that. But I'm not covering this. Bollocks. Okay, so that's gone. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what I can do to get this guy threatened. Nothing. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, and so if you take this, there we go. Now I know what I'm doing. Right, so if the castle takes a pawn, it's taken by the knight. There we go. Then I'll go ahead and put it back. Wow. Okay, so now I've got to get that taken care of. How do I do that? Bollocks. Okay, so if I put this up here, then it's protecting that. I need to protect this. No, I need to protect there, is it? So, okay. I need to protect that. I don't know. Let's get some stuff moved out. Okay. Right now, I need to get that protected somehow. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you know, what I will do then in that case, I'm going to move it anyway. Okay, and then go there. And move there. So it looks like this game for me is being a wee bit on the defensive side. I've got to get rid of that castle. There we go. So now you put me in check, you bastard. Okay. Just go ahead and move this out of the way. Alright, let's have a look what we can do now. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, then you're moving to there. Okay, and then you're threatening that. So let's go ahead and protect you again. Also covering B5. And now, okay, so then move the king. Let's go ahead and threaten the knight. Go go. Interesting. Oh, this is into so much stuff that... Oh, why did you do that? Because now I'm threatening your knight again. Ah, oh, okay, it's a trade-off. You take my knight, I take your knight. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then this is insane. I need to get stuff done. Alright, let's get rid of this pawn to start off with. Okay, so that's blocking that from going any further. Crazy, isn't it? I need to get rid of that castle. So if I put that there, let's go ahead and do this then. Okay, so you take the knight, I take that. I'm protecting that square, so I'll go ahead and do this. So if you take the bishop, I'm going to take it with my bishop. And I'm also going to steal that pawn, which threatens a castle. Okay. Ah, bollocks. I see what you're doing here. But I can still take that pawn. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, so what have they got? 2 castles, a knight and a bishop. Hang on. No, 2 bishops. What's that covering? That's covering that. So take that. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, it's getting interesting now. So now you threaten my king, you bastard. Okay, let's do a bishop swap. You bastard, take your castle. Okay, and then go ahead and put you in check. Oh god, no. Okay, yeah, it's all good. Then I'm going to move my king. You're going to move your castle and put me in check. No, you're not. Okay, so... Okay, you still want to... Bollocks. Okay. Okay, so what's happening now? Let's have a look. It's lagging. I've got a 98%. For some strange reason, nothing's changed. I've got 98% GPU and memory's running at 68%. So my GPU is being throttled. Okay, so you put me in check there. Okay, so if you move, that's going to move. Yeah, if you do threaten it with an activist, it goes straight away. Oh no! No! Not even the queen of that ball. I'm finished. You twat. Well, good game. Good design. Okay. So there we go. Okay. So we're looking at running it 14 units on my CPU with OBS. And G maxed out content. Okay. Right, yep. And it's a good friend. Good game. Yeah, there you go. Let's go ahead and close this off. So, close off the internet. GPU is at 100%, 99%, 97%. It's still GPU is still at 97%. Wi-Fi peaked and dropped to nothing, of course. Disk is at 0%. It's an SSD, so that's no issue. CPU is at 4%. So my CPU is not really doing anything. It looks like it's relying mainly on my GPU to do all the processing. Memory is at 53%. And so look, click on the GPU analysis. Okay, so we're looking at 3D, whatever that means, is at 91%. Video decode is at 29%. That video decode probably is decoding the information that ODS has got. Okay, shared GPU memory is 3.9 gigabytes. Utilization. GPU memory is 3.2 gigabytes. Okay. Alright, driver date is... Can I increase this? Let's go ahead and full page it. Okay, driver date is 5/18/2022. So I might be able to... I'll have to do some more research on how this GPU works. Okay, so we're still at 84%. Alright, so there we go. That's another huge recording. We've been running for about an hour and a half now. One good thing is it's not lagging as much as it was. So seemingly the program OBS is not running as intense as it was before. It is utilizing my GPU. My GPU is maxing out, which means I've got to see how I can improve the capability of my GPU. So there we go. Have a happy Saturday, and